Mike Barlack here to entertain you with more help from the folks at Drew's Famous Party Music. Actually, I wouldn't mind calling that 1-800 number about music licensing and maybe entering in a business relationship with them. But this is from a swing compilation they got. The song Hell. Beauty, talent, fame, money, refinement, posture, and grace.
But all the things
You tried to hide were revealed on the other side.
the afterlife, you could be headed for a serious ride. Now you make the
Seat all day, but coming out every hell to face. I'm actually en route to a deacon's meeting at church, and I thought I wanted to do a video. I just watched part 1 of Gone with the Wind. I learned that it was banned or something recently, and I actually, in recent years, I've been curious about old movies, and I think the end of last year, I actually found this one in a bargain bin at a department store. So I just finished watching part 1, so I decided to do a film reflection video on it. Spoiler alerts are in order because I'll be talking about in-depth the details of part 1 so far, and then I'll probably make a follow-up video after I watch the second part, this too. But it was banned, my understanding, from something. I don't know. It's probably a streaming service or something. Anyways, basically, the story centers around basically a spoiled brat named Scarlett O'Hare who says, "I want my mother whenever life becomes too difficult." Be honest, I lost track to how many females in this movie were in dire need of an over-the-knee spanking. She had her share of beta orbiters, what we would call in the modern world beta orbiters, including Charlie and some other guy. I forget his name, but Charlie is the one she ends up marrying for the sake of her own convenience, while still holding on to hope for some rich guy, Ashley Wilkins, that she's not really pining over because she loves herself more than anything else or anyone else. She's basically the poster child of poor little rich girl. And she no doubt probably doesn't understand herself, but she definitely secretes for the Captain Butler character. "Yes, I remember you," she says at one point in the story. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm sure you do remember him. You probably was thinking of him every night before bed. No, especially after he buys her as a dance partner. This female's heart and V are two very different animals. But that's just the intro of the movie. Now, whether or not this movie glorifies slavery, I don't know. There's argument for and against it. But the story definitely centers around delusional white people. Super delusional white people. Oh, God. So, a couple of thoughts while watching part 1 of this thing that did come to mind was, while viewing this movie, the thought that came to mind was all the young people that sacrificed and suffered and, in a lot of cases, gave everything, gave all, because of the, quote, cause that the old powers that be said were just. Also, in regards to the relationship with her friend of convenience, Melanie, the one who was married to the rich guy that she is interested in for marriage, but not necessarily heart, from what I saw. But the other thing was how it came to mind while watching this is how human beings, as individuals, make up justice as they go along for self's sake. That little human thing. The thing that seems to be innately human. But anyways, Captain Butler, even though he is a player, he was the single voice of reason, screaming in the wind. As a matter of fact, I thought that would be a better title. They should have called the movie "Screaming in the Wind." I think aside from the injustice of slavery, I think the real victim among the main white characters in the story was poor little Melanie. Her husband's over there fighting for a unjust cause because the powers that be said that it was just, while giving birth surrounded by self-absorbed people. They had to feel for the girl. I mean, come on. In regards to the the relationships to me were too laughable to be called a love story. I don't know. Maybe love was viewed differently in 1939. I don't know. I was preoccupied towards the end of the movie. I was preoccupied with sympathy for the poor horse that she beat to death while it pulled the wagon home. That's where my sympathy lied with. Only to get home and find Mama died and Papa is mentally gone. Talking about the only thing they have left of value are these Confederate bonds. Good luck. That was towards the end of part one. Now this is just part one. It ended on what I guess was supposed to be an inspiring ending. Sad and depressing is more like it. I mean, she's sitting there choking down what I believe was a carrot or some sort of root that she found out of the ground. Meanwhile, yelling at the sky or God, I don't know, that she will lie, cheat, steal, and even kill to never be hungry again. Vowing all this to the sky or God, I don't know. Anyways, that's Gone with the Wind, my reflection, part one. I'm on my way to a deacon's meeting right now. I'll probably watch part two tonight and let's see. And do a part two video of my reflection of the second part of the movie at a later date. But, Alrighty, well, that'll be it for this one. Thank you for watching.